What's up everybody, it's your boy Nick Noodles coming at you with another great video. Before we get started though, make sure you follow my Instagram, NickNoodlesYT. It's pretty much just an extension of this channel. I post like news and stuff on streetwear, sneakers, stuff like that. And I also have a lot of stuff for sale, cheaper than you'll find it on StockX and like eBay and Grailed. So, you know, if you see an item you like and you want to offer me something, I think my prices are pretty fair, but you know, send me offers and maybe we can work something out. But this video is all about the upcoming Supreme Yamamoto collaboration. I think his first name's like Yohji Yamamoto, I'm not sure, but he is a Japanese designer. He's known for working with Adidas on the Y3 model. Other than that, I really don't know much about him, honestly. I'm not really into the world of fashion, like really high fashion and designer. But this collaboration definitely has me interested. One thing about Yamamoto's work is that it is really expensive. I think t-shirts on his site are like $160 and like some of the jackets and stuff are in like the $700 range. So I think that a lot of these pieces will mirror that price. And so since we don't know retails, I'm just gonna go right off the bat and say the cheaper pieces are gonna resell better than the more expensive ones, because not a lot of people are trying to spend like hundreds or thousands of dollars on clothing right now, especially because we're in a pandemic and like, you know, we're losing jobs and shit. But you know, that's all video for another time. But looking at some of these pieces, I'm just going to go through one by one, give you my thoughts and opinions, how I think it'll do. I have everything pulled up on Supreme Community, so let's get started. First off, we have the logo tee. This is just a super simple design with his signature. I think this will perform pretty well, honestly, as long as the retails on the tees are decent. If they're in like the 160 range, you know, I'm really not sure how they're going to do, but if for some reason they're like under $100, then I could see all the tees doing fairly decent. This isn't my favorite design, but it's just a classic signature from a designer on his shirt. Kind of similar to the Jean Paul Gaultier t-shirt, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That t-shirt sells pretty well, and I think this is very similar to that. Next we have the Crewnecks. Again, same concept. I think this might be a little bit more popular because it is getting colder outside, so you know, Crewnecks are going to become more sought after. I could see this retailing anywhere from $200 to $300. I will be very surprised if this retails for $168 or something. Another thing I'm not sure of is whether or not they're using Supreme or Yamamoto blanks, because obviously if they're using a Supreme blank, it's going to be a lot cheaper than if they're using like a higher quality designer blank. Next we have the Wolf tee. This is honestly my favorite t-shirt of the whole collection. Some might like the logo with the signature better, but I really like this wolf design. Mainly because I go to NC State and our mascot is literally a wolf pack. But bias aside, I think that this is a super hard piece. However, I do think that the logo tee will sell better than that one. Next we have the Beanie. This is a new era Beanie and it'll probably be under $100 for that reason. This is probably one of the safest items to pick up. A lot of Supreme items that collab with these higher end designer models do really well. Look at like the Stone Island collaboration. A lot of those hats are going for bread now. And those are a lot cheaper in retail, so they're going to be easier to acquire like a bunch of them. And I think like for the masses, since it's a lot cheaper, people are going to be more drawn to that. Next we have probably my second favorite item, which is the flower sweater. This gives me vibes from the CDG collab they did in 2018, I think. I have no idea. But that sweater goes for like bread now. The retail on this is probably going to be in the $400 to $500 range. If it's like in the $200 to $300 range, it's going to be a steal. I would definitely pick that up. Next we have the This Was Tomorrow tee. I'm not really sure what this is referencing. I'm sure it has something to do with his previous work. It's not a terrible tee. I don't think it'll resell the best, but I'm sure it'll sell out and people will have some kind of appeal to it. Next we have the Scribble Portrait Tee. This is a pretty nice tee. I like that it again has like that wolf / dog thing, I think it looks like. Hold on, I gotta zoom in on this shit. I'm not really sure what that is. I think that's a dog, but I really like this piece as well. This is probably my third favorite tee after the logo tee. I could see this one selling pretty close to the wolf tee, just because it's like a similar art style. I don't know which one's going to resell more, but they will likely perform very similar. Next we have the down jacket. This one's a little bit more disappointing just because it's like a simple logo. I wish they had put something more interesting on the back. Like the wolf on the back of this jacket would have been like so fire. I might have had to cop that. Honestly, I think people aren't going to be as drawn to this one just because it's going to be, again, super expensive. And you can get the same logo on the t-shirt for a lot cheaper. I think there's better items to go for from this collection. Next we have the Game Over tee. Again, I'm not sure what this is referencing. I do like this one better than the flower tee. Next we have the hooded sweatshirt. This is a very unique piece in my opinion. I think this is the only hoodie of the collection. So this might be pretty sought after for that reason. I really like that black and white colorway. The other ones are a little bit too loud in my opinion, so not as wearable. I think the most popular one will be that black and white one. I could see this, reselling for $400 to $500 if the retail is right. Next, the Parka. I really like Parkas, and I think this one is a pretty unique design. It just looks like a graffiti print on the front, and then you have the logo spell out. But again, if you look at his website, he has a Parka that looks kind of like this selling for $700, so I would not be surprised if this Parka is in that price range. Definitely not going to resell. Might even sit on the site for a little bit because I don't really know who's trying to spend $700 on a Parka right now. Next we have the flower t-shirt on a long sleeve, and I think this could have potential to resell. I think I like this design better on the long sleeve rather than the t-shirt. I don't know what it is, but I think it just looks a lot cleaner in my opinion. Next we have the leather work jacket. This might be the piece that's like $1,000 honestly. Leather pieces, from Supreme, we've seen them. They're not afraid to slap a $1,000 price tag on a leather jacket. Definitely not going to resell. Unless like you hold it for 5 years or so, but definitely better things to go for. And then lastly, we have the suit. This suit is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to put the Game Over print on a suit. That is just the ultimate flex if you pull up to like an interview wearing this stuff. But yeah, definitely could. I don't really know why they decided to do that. They should have just done an all black suit with like maybe a small Supreme Yamamoto hit on like the chest or something, but yeah, I don't really know who's going to be copying that. That's definitely going to sit on the site. I was kind of all over the place with my thoughts there, but in short, I think this is a super fire collab. I'm not really into high designer fashion, so this might be one of the first pieces I cop that's like in that category. I can't really give accurate resale predictions right now because we don't know what the retail is. We'll probably know by tomorrow or Wednesday when I make my drop list review, so stay tuned for that. But honestly, I think the best items to cop are going to be the cheaper ones like the hats, the t-shirts, anything that's like in a black colorway I think will be a pretty safe pickup. So yeah, let me know what y'all think of this collaboration. Again, stay tuned for more. Check out my Instagram, support the channel. Let me know what you want to see and what you think of this collaboration, and I hope to see you on the next one.
Pino crew, know how I do. See me out in Raleigh, I be ballin' at my school.
He be ballin'.
Computer engineering, man, that shit is hard.
Real hard.
Ignoring all the side chicks as I'm strolling through the yard. Flipping on me like a tech deck. Hey. Shooting that 3, no I stay wet. Slush on y'all like I'm